in my whole like elementary school, like, and this kid somehow like found like my Instagram or something and just started calling me the N-word. I think I was 8 or 9. And
what are you doing with Instagram when you're 8? Hey guys, what's up? I got another video for you today. This time it's about strong middle school boys and girls having an opinion about who is stronger. I didn't know we had to talk about this when you're 10 or 13-year-old. So let's see how they think.
Boys are stronger than girls.
Oh, the smallest one.
Well, physically, like, for the most part, in gender roles and stuff like that, boys are just supposed to be stronger. That's just a thing that happens. They work out at the gym. And yeah, girls certainly can work out too if they want.
I don't know why their faces are like that, as if, how dare you, you little boy. I don't know.
Who's one to say what gender, like, depends, like, who's stronger? It doesn't matter what gender you are. It matters who you are. It doesn't matter what you were born. It matters what you want to be.
You could be referring to strength in so many ways, like physically, emotionally, where the strength in your body is placed, like it all just...
What she is doing, I've heard this so many times. I understand what she's talking about, but even if you want to use strong for many things, in general, right? Strong, we're talking about physical, strong person. If you have a cable, if you ask me, is this a strong cable? Do you think it's gonna mean something different? It can mean no, you mean it's a physical thing. Don't be like, it can mean this, it can mean that. I know it can mean that. You can be a strong player. You can be a strong painter. We know what it means. But the question is, are you stronger than me? Physically, can you break the door to save me if you're a fire?
I hope they've taught you how to knock down doors.
Definitely.
In you go.
Oh no! This is tough.
As high as you can. As high as you can. As high as you can.
Take a bigger run out. She's a hard lady.
I play volleyball, and sometimes we play the boys' teams, and we, like, you know, we've crushed them a couple times. And it feels so good, you know. So I don't agree with that.
Once you hit puberty, let's have the same talk, and then I can understand where you're coming from. But no, you have to say and think the same. Come on, man. I've never thought so much about these things when I was a kid.
one of my best friends is a girl, and like she's stronger than half the guys I know. My name's Colby. I'm in 8th grade, and I'm a middle school boy. I do have like guy friends, but like when I would ask them questions or like when I would try to talk about emotion, it was almost like shut down. And I feel like I just have like deeper connections with like women around me than a lot of the men that I do.
It's not that you have to connect with a man. You just need a hobby that you can share, because most men are not comfortable with feelings. In their daily life, having feelings sometimes is bad. Maybe you have the environment that gives you that. I can get it. I realized it wasn't that I had more feeling than men. Well, actually, maybe a little. It's just that I couldn't share hobbies with other men, which usually were more physical. Basketball, football. I was more of a gamer.
I'm old enough to date.
These relationships really shape how you feel about relationships in the future, and it's important to have them.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that it begins to become different when you get into, like, the sexual aspects of a relationship and dating. I think that this age, you don't know enough about yourself as a person at this age to give consent correctly and to understand, like, this is a powerful moment. And I think that, like, at age 12, it can be kind of hard to grasp that.
I have to think about it. When I was this age, we were allowed to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but they're just like kiss, kiss, kiss and be nice to each other. No funky, funky style. So it was literally forbidden. I think also for my standard, you shouldn't even explore that. No, I don't want you to be in a relationship, and the most important aspect of that is already the funky, funky time. And second, having accidental babies and all those stuff, when you kind of normalize it, when you don't even understand what's going to happen, at least focus on protection. Because there's so many people that they will find the time to do the funky funky anyway. But the fact that I give you the trouble to find the possibility to do it, and at least you wear a condom for it, I think that's the best.
I think there's just a lot more to life before you have to slow down.
See?
Like, I want to ride my bike in the middle of the street and then binge eat popsicles and watch my favorite TV show before I have to slow down, which I have 7 more years before I'm officially an adult. So I think I want to experience life before I stop all that.
This girl is amazing, bro. This girl is amazing. It surprises me that she actually said, I just want to enjoy my life being a kid. My father told me when I studied, he was like, just travel. Because once you start working like me, you're done. This small lady talks like a intelligent girl that has interesting parents. Let's just say that.
I think when we talk about dating, it's like we're going through so much physiological change. Our mental state is just so fragile and like insane at this age that like...
You can clearly see in my face that I'm confused why this kid is talking like this. Yeah, but the fact that you're already talking about it, you're kind of normalizing it. The more you normalize kids to do something, it starts with a kiss. And then you're gonna be like, hey, I'm Tonyoyoy. What is this feeling? Oh, what can I do with this? Oh my god, I've never this. Wait, I'm gonna explore that. Once you realize what funky time is and what you can do to yourself, hey man, there's no going back. And with the kid that has ample of time to be by themselves alone, how many parents told you, hey, go play. You have ample of time. And you also have a phone. Oy, oy, oy. You're gonna choke that Papa Smurf.
Both people should be present and aware and almost like constantly aware of how they're feeling with one another.
I don't understand why this kid talks so like he's really focused on that. I'm not sure he understands what he's saying. I'm not devaluing him. He's like very self-aware. But there's a difference when you talk about what you learned about Cuba because you have so much information or something like that. Then you visit a closed off country and you're going to be like, damn, this is not like the books that have been, it's close, but this feeling that I'm having right now, no, this is different.
My favorite thing about middle school is probably just the fact that it's not too young to be considered like, you know, a basic school, but it's also not too high up, so you have too many responsibilities at once, like student loans, so... yeah, it's very simple and straightforward.
I never talk about student loans at that age. I mean, I find it interesting that you guys are so educated, but at the same time, I'm like, are you really enjoying life?
I understand what a woman's period is.
Ooh. Yeah, mucha sangre.
Well, it's like a hormone reaction that causes blood to come out of.
No, what the heck is this? I never thought about this.
It's great that all of you guys know what it is, but I have countless amount of guy friends that they just don't understand what it is. They think, oh, you bleed for like 10 seconds a day, right? And I'm like, no, that's not what happens. Yeah. So and I feel like...
why is it annoying? This is something about your body. All I know is if you're bleeding, it might bother you. It's like a stomach ache and I should give you space. That's it. And the fact that you put that responsibility on a kid that's like, why don't you know what's a period? I'm like, it's not my responsibility to know it. It's not my body. And that's the problem I have with this whole way. And that's why I wanted to do this video, is how they force kids now to force other kids to learn something that are like, hey man, it's your body. Work on it. I can help you. I can be nicer to you. But I'm not supposed to understand all the hormones.
Our teachers, when we went through sex ed this year, my teacher didn't teach it, really.
Speaking of sex ed, there are no government regulations for what sex ed can be.
Why are you talking about this? You're kids and you want government to help you? That's your parents' job. And I know somebody's gonna be like, yeah, but I didn't have parents. I didn't have a mom. But you still have to have a parent that tells you if you make the baby, you're gonna take care of the baby and nobody's gonna help you. Then you'll never have funky and make the baby. I'm sure somebody's gonna be, yeah, but you wanna explore. Yeah, I wanna explore. I don't wanna ruin my future.
You have these people in other places where their only sex ed is like, don't have sex until marriage or else you'll get an STD.
Yes. Look, this is stupid. It's always like, dude. Oh, yeah, by the crow, man. Why do you always take the worst case to justify something that you want to change that's going to affect everybody? Do you think I'm going to meet one feminist that is crazy and I'm like, damn, all the feminists are what?
I don't like how my body looks.
Always in the back of my head, every time I look in a mirror, every time I talk to someone with a body that I like envy, and I can't really go to any of my male friends about it because they're just like, stop being so sensitive. You look fine. And it's like, but I don't think that.
How quickly you can get muscled, right? I'm from the Caribbean. Nobody's rich. Everybody does something. Everybody is freaking skinny. The fact that you are fat usually is because you're eating too much, so you're rich. So you have an advantage already. Of course I'm gonna tease you. Oh, I don't like how my body looks. Yeah, you're fat. You eat more than me.
Thinking about myself, I counted calories all the time. I still do it sometimes when my anxiety gets worse.
Instagram. Papa, remove the phone.
And then, 7th grade hit and my closest friend developed an eating disorder. And we have a very similar body structure. Like, I know that weight is distributed differently, but it just doesn't register well in my head. Because then I'm like, well, if you think you're fat, then what am I? This has been a big source of part of my mental health issues. I mean...
What? No, man. Why are these kids thinking about this stuff? It really surprised me. Mental health? My mom died next to me. Nobody helped me. I came out okay. I'm not gonna say you have to be okay. But the fact that you use the word mental health, that's already something that you told somebody. Since that moment, they have glasses on that look for mental health, The fact that you prepare people to be triggered. They're gonna be ready to look for the triggering part. If I go somewhere and then I tell my wife, hey, we're going to buy a house, bada beam, bada boom. She was, hey, I like the house. We need to buy it, bada beam, bada boom. I told her the next time, hey, that's a gangster neighborhood. She was like, no, it's not a gangster neighborhood. I says, okay, next time, let's go and focus. She went to the neighborhood. The moment she saw it, she was like, I don't want to buy this house anymore. It's a gangster neighborhood. So my point is, you can actually change somebody's mind when you tell them to focus on the wrong thing. But if you have labels everywhere that they need to learn, how are they gonna enjoy life? Of course they're gonna have anxiety. That's your fault.
I still don't know how to deal with it because I'm still trying to figure myself out.
Duh.
I think it really matters about, personality,
Isn't he? Oh my God. He's gonna have a bad time on theater. Okay, now that I'm not calling him ugly, I'm just saying is, they talk about this info so much until they start trying to date at the gangster level. And they're gonna realize this is not the same.
Bad body dysmorphia. And it's really hard, especially playing volleyball, seeing everyone like those small little shorts and then being like, oh, those legs look really nice. Like, oh, I really want to look like that. But then, it's been hard, but I've just grown to realize that, I'm who I am.
So by their standard, I had body dysmorphia because I didn't grow any hair on my legs until I was 18. I didn't look like a man. But it didn't affect me that much. Did they tease me? Yes. But then again, I was like, well, I'm gonna prove you in a different way that I'm more manly than you. Not physically strong, just smart, quick-witted, wisdom, predicting, I don't know, mathematic, intelligent. There's so many things. It's like, strong is strong, but there's so many ways you can prove people wrong. Hey, that sounded cool.
I feel like I understand my sexual orientation.
Uh-oh. Woo! He came immediately.
Well, there's not really any room to it. It's just, you're straight or you're not, in which case, if you're not, it becomes complicated. But if you're straight, it's pretty obvious.
There. I'm gay and asexual. Putting labels on things helps me. So yeah, that's how I identify at this point, and I am very confident in that. And depending on where I am, I'll be more out or less out. I have to hide who I am because I'm in fear for my safety. I figured out I was asexual a little later, just because sexual attraction becomes something that people increasingly begin to have. I never had them.
Asexual is the lack of sexual attraction to others or low interest in sexual activities. I had the attraction to certain girls, but I kinda became asexual in a way. I didn't label myself. I just thought, I feel so attracted to you, but it's not worth it because I'm freaking ugly. But for me, maybe it was a defense mechanism, because if I don't try to attract you, you can't hurt my feelings. So everybody thought I was different. They actually thought I was gay because I didn't look at every girl's ass or something like that. I don't know. But in the end, they just didn't know that I had a lot of passion in my body, and I just hit it very well.
I received tremendous support from the small but strong LGBTQ plus community within my school. It made me feel amazing about who I was and that I was able to meet people who were like me. But it still was a little isolating. It made it hard to relate to some of my male peers.
I told you, if you join a group, the lens will be put on your eye, and then instead of understanding the world, you're going to understand the world the way the group sees it. And that for me is a problem. You need to be out there and challenge everything around you. You can't always stay with one group.
And it's like, I've really never had an attraction to anybody, so how would I know if I'm gay, straight, or bi? I just don't know yet.
I'm thinking you can't really know if you're gonna be like bi, gay, straight. It doesn't really matter. You don't know until you get like older.
I think that is also true with your experience, but I noticed something also that many people that feel attracted to men or women, it can happen that you just keep switching. It can happen that you're also very hot in the moment. And the first thing, the closest thing, even your best friend that makes you feel comfortable, you might act more out to attempt something with those people. I mean, it can be many things. That's why I like Spain in that department, in a way that nobody really labels you in a way, at least the people that I see. It's more like, I like men, I like women, and it's just in the moment. I don't think your gender is something that you're born with. I think it's your environment. They have uncles and brothers or most family members in the house that are gay. They were then gay also. That's it. I know people that went to prison, came out of the prison. Hey, I'm gay. Others that went to prison. I like men, but when I'm out of the prison, I look for a woman. I'm not gay. You see what I'm trying to say? It's just a personal journey. So do whatever you have to do and be chill and be happy. That's what I tell them. If you can be consistent in your relationship, I don't care. I'm a guy that focuses on people that are consistent in a relationship because that is what I value. I don't value funky everywhere. You do you. Okay? You can have fun. I just appreciate that more.
I can look back and see moments where I was attracted to men when I was like in kindergarten. So I think that it really depends, and I think that it really becomes this thing of like how we as a society look at sexuality.
This is something that I consider very dangerous because first, you have to feel attracted to somebody. What do you mean by that? You wanted to kiss them? Did you have proper love at home? That's why you wanted to kiss them, because you defined somebody that kiss you is love? How did you reach that? Who told you that this is something normal unless it's something that you might have watched on a movie and you might have thought, this is love and this is how I want to get it. That's why I'm very careful with the things that kids see on TV. And also with a lot of movies and everything, many other people that are not hetero are viewed in a very positive way, and most heteros are evil, especially if you're white. Which I'm also thinking, how is that going to affect kids that are so small and they keep seeing that, oh my god, all white people are bad, and they might start doing bad things because that is what you're representing?
I've been harassed online.
I think everybody.
It was because of my race. I'm like originally from like a really white area in the South, and I was like the only black person in my whole like elementary school, like, and this kid somehow like found like my Instagram or something and just started calling me the N-word. I think I was 8 or 9. And
what are you doing with Instagram when you're 8? You give these people all these things that they can find, research, explore. They don't even understand the consequences. You don't even know. You throw them in a loophole. They're spinning there, bada beam, bada boom. You get kids online, they keep calling them the N-word. Then they're gonna meet others that are gonna be like, hey, I'm a good person, I'm gonna hug you. N-word people, very bad. Join this group. We hate people that say the N-word. You know, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Where are the freaking parents, bro?
For me, it was a different kind of online harassment. It was unsolicited pics that I did not want over Snapchat. And just...
Why the heck are you giving kids phone, man? Yeah, they need to educate. They need to learn the world. No, they don't need to learn anything. They need to learn to enjoy life without a freaking phone. With their family, get together, do something outside, go explore mountains and those stuff. They don't even prepare their social skills, but they know how to talk, to sound intelligent. Hey man, you are, oh my.
The thought of being able to completely go like incognito, nobody knows who you are, so you can't get punished for anything.
It gives you power.
like these disgusting people like a lot of power and they want to abuse it. And
you don't know who Pickle Jam 3000 is. It could be your best friend or it could be some pedophile online. You never know.
Pickle Jam 3000.
It's like, ooh.
People you know become these...
One of my best friends told me this girl always talks to me very kinky and sexy on ICQ, very hot, but whenever they see each other at school, they pretend like they never see each other. And he was so frustrated. I don't understand what the heck is going on. Incognito man and woman or special. I'm going to entertain my kids. I'm their iPad and iPhone. And later we'll see what's going to happen, but nah.
Excited for the future.
I'm excited if the future holds
the ladies are
change.
okay.
But then there are other futures that are starting to make themselves known that I am not excited about. Like the Texas abortion law, the Florida Don't Say Gay bill that forbids LGBTQ plus education up to 6th grade.
No. See? This is propaganda. This is propaganda. Nice that you put that. The Don't Say Gay bill has nothing with the sexual stuff like that. It's just that for specific kids at a specific age, in kindergarten. That's different. Kindergarten. If you had the experience that you felt a little attracted to men, you're already in a group at this age. You're safe. You can do whatever you want. But if you're going to use that with kids that maybe, I don't know, I like play with Barbies. No, you're not allowed. Because you're not a girl. Papa, I'm a girl now. Can I play with that? That's the thing. Because when you say that in a random way in these groups with LGBTQ, they already pick you up and they start labeling you in the group. Feel we're gonna love you. That is what they want to avoid. It's not that you can't talk to a teacher at a specific age. It's not that you, and it's not even called Don't Say Gay bill. It's a totally different bill. The Democrats or the left-leaning people use that Don't Say Gay bill. The Republicans were like, what? What is this Don't Say Gay bill? And suddenly everybody's calling it Don't Say Gay bill. Stop. This is such a misinformation and this is stupid propaganda, bro.
I feel like Gen Z specifically, we're really, ahead of the game in social change. And I think that that's going to carry us far if we use it to the best of our...
I think it's going to confuse you because it's like going to a free buffet. You're getting everything you want, but you're never gonna get the cultural same food experience that you're gonna enjoy. And when you have too much choices, it's going to break your brain. Don't believe me? Go ask any psychologist. Why are kids or babies with toys everywhere more crazy than kids that have one toy and they keep playing a lot with that same toy and they get bored and they explore that toy to find a different solution? Ask them.
Yeah, I feel like on another note, I'm excited for the experiences I'm gonna be able to like travel by myself, and there's just so much more I can do, but at the same time it terrifies me because there's so much I can do. And like I have so much responsibility.
Yeah, that's
terrifying.
I am neutral about the future. Hit me with it. I got it. Hit me with it. But it's like, I am happy now in my teen years, but then what are my adult years gonna be like? So I'm neutral. Future, come at me. But I'm also happy here. So that's just how I feel.
I think that's just the best thing. She has a healthy way of seeing. It's like, I can't predict what is going to happen because I don't know how I'm going to feel. I'll just do whatever I have to do, and whatever the future hits me with, I'll just deflect like a Rambo and we'll see what's going to happen. She does not seem to have a lens in front of her by what somebody told her. And for me, that is the most healthy way to see life.
I don't really like to think about the future because the older you get, it's thinking like the more people you can lose, and I don't really like to think that.
Hey, he has some experience. He has some experience with that. Definitely. You don't say that like that. He definitely seen stuff. I feel really bad for him. I can kind of relate to that.
You said it's responsibilities, losing a loved one, being all alone. All that combined is why I don't want to think about the future specifically. And essentially, these are the golden years of our life. Teenagers. It's perfectly balanced.
I would disagree that it's perfection because our bodies are going through such rapid change. The way you stand in the world, you change your personality, what feels like close to every month to see how you can fit in with the world, but you never seem to fit in and you always feel alone. And it's like, That is not perfection.
And that is why I don't want kids to have iPhones and those stuff. Because by giving them that, they're going to make an assumption how the world views them, instead of them experiencing the world so they can make an assumption of the world so they can adapt. I can't be looking at somebody and the person has to do something so I can be like, oh, so you see me like that? Well, I'm gonna do this. No, you can't live like that. That isn't living. I'm just happy I'm with my kids. Because I'm seeing so many baby kids getting crazy around their moms and everything. And they're like, I don't know why your kids are so chill. I'm like, I'm with them. I guide them. I show them stuff. Live by example. I work so I can be with them. I spend my business way of life so I can enjoy my wife in front of them.
My current best friend, like the person that I go to for literally everything, we went through a really rough patch this year. We weren't really talking very much for a good 3 months. And there was a while where neither of us knew if we were ever going to be friends again because we told each other that we just kind of needed a break. And then about 2 months ago,
I don't understand why you need a break from a friend unless you're stressing your friend with all the mumbo jumbo. If you overthink all these things and you make it so difficult how you have to be, you have to understand me, I have this and that. Nobody wants that. Everybody just want to chill, have fun, get some grades, and that's it. Eat something delicious. It makes me realize they don't know sometimes how to enjoy life with their friends. I didn't meet my best friend till I was 16 and the next one was 18. The rest were just people that I need to joke with them. But anyway, I think I've talked a lot in this video. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have an interesting experience, remember to subscribe, hit the bell notification, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Peace.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong.